And welcome back to the broadcast. This is the second half of New Day Kenya, and thank you for your time and company. It's much appreciated. Still with my live audience in studio, I'm still having Mark Malima on set alongside Ken Babu. We are joined by Jill Odhiambo to have the gender balance on the set. Before I take the account here on the roundtable, let's first continue with the discussion from the live audience perspective. And this is in effect to the proposals put forth by some members of the political establishment, and of course the likes of Francis ATWOLI, the Secretary of Kotu, who said that we need to call off the 2022 general election. But there is a constitutional provision in effect to that, and clearly envisions the reason as to why elections can be postponed or called off in the country. In the event of an emergency, in the event of war that the country is at, or perhaps other specifications that the threshold, according to the Constitution, must be met. There's a gentleman with the mic up, and we can have his account of the same.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Michelle. We've been away for a while, but it feels good to be back. And before I even speak on this postponement of elections, I have to give my account on matters handshake, just briefly. You know, for anyone who is against handshake, is against the well-being of our country and the progress of our country. Handshake has really done so much to our country. I know there are so many youth here, some of us who are following the political analyst on some of the channels here, and you want to follow their footsteps, but you don't want to ditch inside and see what has really handshake done to our country. You see, when immediately after handshake, our economic growth rose to around 6.5%. And then after there, we had some international investment where it rose to around 4.5%. That is the benefits of handshake. We have some, right now we are talking of peace, and everything that we are talking about development and the progress of our country is due to the handshake. So for those who are against handshake, kindly, you can revert your thoughts and get back to we sail together. Okay. And now, getting back to what you've said about postponement of election, I think that is very right. I'm going to sail with ATWOLI, so that we'll be in the same boat. That elections need to be postponed.
Why do you think so?
We have so much that we need to deal with right now. You know, most of us have talked about priorities. What priorities do we have right now? What are we prioritizing? We need to prioritize health. You see, right now in such in a situation where a pandemic is at rise, that is coronavirus, and so many other deadly diseases, that is cancer and others. You see, we need to ensure that we are dealing with these issues of health before even getting to election. The amount of cash that we would have used, that is the funds that we would have used on elections, let us revert them to this mean to health. And also, right now, at a time where the political temperature is at rise, you can see, all of you witnessed what happened in Kiamba. Tell me, you know, we need to have a time where we need to cool these temperatures first before we get to elections. You know, most of you are saying that we are postponing these elections because we need to get into boardroom and discuss some issues to do who is going to success, that is to succeed Uhuru Kenyatta.
Okay, so is the reason as to why you support or those who are saying the elections should be called off because of the pandemic or the heightened political temperature in the country?
Both, pandemic and also the temperature, the political temperature.
Okay, then how about if I say this, that Burundi, which is one of the poorest countries in the world, second poorest country, I suppose, had elections in 2020 at the height of the pandemic?
Very nice. That is Burundi. We are Kenyan. Kenya here is most of, you know, East Africa is most of the second largest economic. You both understand that.
Tanzania had elections too.
Yeah, Tanzania, they had a different government. It's just that they've gotten into issues to the corona with the recent regime that is to do with the Samia. But right now, for me, I'm really fighting for that. And I'm also endorsing for the postponement of elections.
Ethiopia had elections just about a month ago.
Let us postpone the elections.
Okay, on what?
Yeah, that is my opinion. You know, everyone is entitled to his opinion,
okay.
And that is my opinion.
Because I sit in a position of, bestowed by civic responsibility in belonging to this profession, and I seek account of every answer or submissions that you make. That's why I'm asking to get clear understanding of why you want the elections called off. You raised the pandemic, you raised the heightened political temperatures in the country. And besides that, then, if the reason was supposed to be pinned with the aspect of the heightened political temperatures? Don't we have the respective authorities in the country and agencies that can stand up to incitement and ethnic hatred perpetuated by the political establishment in the country?
We both have those bodies that can work on that, but definitely they have been there, but they have not been working on the same. So we cannot be guaranteed that they are going to work on the same to ensure that all this is settled.
Okay. Then kindly, if you can get the microphone to the gentleman. Yeah. Right. Go ahead, please.